Hey there boys and girls, Lucky here and welcome back to another CSGO video. Today I have a couple of more tips and tricks for you guys, and today's topic would be when you should be peeking and when you shouldn't be peeking. It's a very important thing, and most of the time it's really the deciding factor in like afterplant positions that do determine if you win the round or not. So if you have no clue about peeking at all, click the link in the description down below. I have a tutorial for peeking, like jiggle peeking, close, wide, whatever else peeking there is. But today we're just gonna talk about when to peek, so specifically the timing, because also many people always complain about getting timed on. But yeah, let's start out with the afterplant position. Let's say SAT. We did plant the bomb right here in the default position, or maybe just like in the best position right here, so that it can be covered from main as well. Now, let's say I'm the last player alive. In this scenario, I'm right here behind quad. Two CTs are alive. This guy right here, which is bot unknown apparently, and the other guy back there. So the thing is now, in this scenario, you wanna peek, but you wanna peek at the very last moment. So you do hear them if they're running. You hear them getting closer and you hear the steps. This will be an indicator for you on when to peek. However, sometimes they're sneaky beaky like and they just go around like this and you won't be able to hear them. In this case, you're kind of in a bad spot. I mean, you're in a bad spot anyways, because you're right here at the last one alive and you're in a 2 vs 1 scenario. And the reason why you should be peeking right here is that when you let them like execute the retake, they will be setting up a crossfire. This guy will come right here, while the other guy will come right here. This means you will have to check this side and this side simultaneously, and of course you cannot do this. So if you're last one alive and you know they're true alive and they're going to put you in a crossfire, you want to try to peek, get info, and specifically try to get one down like this right here. So it's a 1 vs 1 scenario. So let's say you peeked, you got the guy right here, he's dead now. Then it's only a 1 vs 1 now. Maybe you're playing with the cover very well and you hear them stepping. In this scenario, you can really just kind of, especially in quad, circle around and just make them lose time and stuff like that. It's very, very good if you do that. But yeah, in this scenario, what you want to do, you want to bring it down to a 1-on-1 again. I also have a clutch tutorial in the description if you want to check it out. But that's basically what you want to do. If there are multiple opponents alive and you're last one alive and they will put you in a crossfire, especially when they're trying to put you in a crossfire when they're executing, you have to peek, try to kill one, and then try to alternate the peek to get the other one as well. I really hate the head movement, like when you dink them, and the second bullet they will not hit anymore, but yeah. So this is when you want to peek. Now let's talk about when you should not be peeking. So once again, let's say we're right here, we're taking control of B, we smoked off this right here, we also smoked it off right there, just a good smoke, and maybe even here, I don't know. So we got control, complete control of site, and I got a mate right here who's watching headshot, and I got a mate right here who's maybe just also holding headshot, or just right here, or kind of peeking into heaven, stuff like that. Now, in this scenario, I got a player, so a friendly right here, and another player also right here. Now let's say the enemy team has an AWPer, which in this scenario right here would be peeking from up here. Now, you are now in the advantage, you have the numbers advantage. So this guy will be able to get any kills nor any intel as long as you're not peeking. And that's the thing you should be doing, you should not peek. What you do essentially is you want to cover both your sides. So this guy right here is kind of like watching this side, in case this guy is getting flanked. And this guy in return is watching headshot in case he is getting flanked. So they are setting up a crossfire in order to protect each other. So as soon as some of them, or like if it's a 2 vs 1, so as soon as this guy is being shot at, this guy will circle around and help him. Same goes for the other side as well. Now back to our AWPer right here at heaven. So if he has the AWP and he's trying to get some intel, like trying to peek the angles right here, and just trying to find someone, he won't be seeing anyone. This means he will have to push in. And this is, once again, the thing that he doesn't want to do. Even if he has a rifle, he's just like checking the corners and he doesn't see anything. Maybe he's like jumping onto side. And then he has to push in. And like this right here, he might be able to kill this guy and then he has to flick to the other guy, while those two are already firing at him. Same goes if he would have like circled around right here and he doesn't see anyone, then he peeks around right here. And at this moment, the guy comes around and fires at him. So To re-summarize, if you have the man advantage, you should never be peeking in an afterplant position. However, if you do have the man... No, what did I say? So if you have the man advantage, right, you not peek. You don't peek. But if you're if you do not have the advantage, you wanna stay hidden and try to peek to put it down into a 1 versus 1 again. Same applies if like 5 guys are coming and you have 2 left. You still wanna set up the same crosshair like right here, but you just wanna also kind of jiggle a little bit in order to get some info. But especially if you're left alive as the last one, you do wanna peek in order to get them. But just make sure you have them into like killing range before you're trying to peek them. And yeah, these are the situations when you should be peeking in afterplant positions. This mainly applies for many other positions as well. Like, let's say, no, that's for another video, just a normal peeking. That was just for afterplant position, because that's a big issue. So, yeah, I think it's much time for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and like CSGO Faker out.